It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And we'll get a look here at All-Pro Davante Adams. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Jets and the Colts on Sunday Night Primetime.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his second season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 76 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Richardson, and they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Richardson looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First down, Indianapolis.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And this will be incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back. I've got this call.
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Richardson looking to throw this. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Richardson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamie Sherwood. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Well, whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
New York set to take the field.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Downs going in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Richardson working from the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Richardson out of the shotgun. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Alec Pierce
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. 3rd and 9 here. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a short gain here down to the 22. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. Ruckert hauling it in on the out route. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense
They just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Off play action. Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits.
To throw is Rodgers.
Throw over the middle. He's got Ruckert.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a big number 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Rodgers again now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. We're down in this part of the field, CD. They'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Will McDonald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Richardson. A short one there, caught by Granson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now it's Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. The Eagles had run off 9 straight wins to start the year, but a 10th was not in the cards as they fall for the first time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Oh, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Rodgers. Oh, the slant connects with Davante Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll give to Hall. He'll take it inside the 25.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Will McDonald able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hall. Gets around him. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To Allen on the dump off. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Out to the right here to Wilson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with Hall. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets! Davante Adams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And you get a look at the numbers, so they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Richardson will keep it once again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 31. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Illegal blocking the ball. Return team.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Now Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hall want to give up the middle.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Colts 44-yard line.
Hall again.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Hall.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive the end of the kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Here's Richardson to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First and 10. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Richardson working from the gun.
And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8. Here's Hall again.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Now he's free to midfield. He'll have the first down and more than that.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Davante Adams. His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing...
It got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Josh Downs,
71 yards.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A give to Hall running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.